Hi, this is Pastor Adam Edgerly from New Song LA Church. Today we are talking about looking beneath the surface of our lives and finding that we are affirmed by God. Our lives can be compared, believe it or not, to like walking through a haunted house. There are all these scary things from our past and scary things in what we believe and our behavior that can make us think that we are actually sinful to the core. That's our identity, and we can carry around that guilt and shame. There's an old song that was kind of a popular one during Halloween back in the day by a band called Oingo Boingo. It's called Dead Man's Party. And one of the lines from that song says, "All dressed up with nowhere to go, walking with a dead man over my shoulder." Sometimes our Christian life is like that. We have become a new creation in Christ. Our identity is that we are children of God, but we carry around this flesh. We carry around this dead person who is our former identity before we became a Christian. And the trick, the real goal of maturing in Christ, is to remember who we are now and not be afraid of exploring those dark corners of the house. Let me read you a passage from 2 Corinthians chapter 5. It says, "From now on, therefore, we regard no one according to the flesh, even though we once regarded Christ according to the flesh. We regard him thus no longer. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, that person is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. All this is from God, who through Christ reconciled us to himself and gave us the ministry of reconciliation." And this passage declares that we no longer look at anyone according to the flesh anymore. We don't look at people as just being what we see, just that body that we see. That we now see that people actually have this spiritual dimension and that we have become a new creation in Christ. That means we are children of God. That's our true identity. We're accepted. We're affirmed by God. He loves us. And we can explore all the little dark rooms of our lives, all those areas where we know something's not quite right, where we know that God needs to make a change. We can explore those things and ask the deeper questions of what's going on in our hearts because we know we are already affirmed by God. And even as we interact with one another, we can remind each other of our new identity in Christ and affirm one another in Christ, and that'll give each of our brothers and sisters the courage to ask those deeper questions as well. I want to encourage you this week, look beneath the surface, ask why you do what you do, why you think what you think, and don't be afraid to open any closet because Christ is with us and he has said already that he loves us. This has been a little note from New Song LA Church. If you want to find out more about us, you can find us on the web at newsongla.net and also subscribe so you can get more messages like this.